the flag. It's over.
Yeah. No, I did, essentially. Yeah, the big slide on coming onto the back straight cost me a stack. And that was it. So it was my first lap. That's all I got. Fuck's sake. So that's how close you've been going. Sensor in the track. Sensor in the track. Yeah, but that was your slow lap though. Big fucking deal. Oh, not good. Not good, mate. Not good. Who? No. I think you've got... I'd say the opposite. I'd say you've just been that bee's dick quicker overall. It's like that 10th or that half a 10th. Don't give me much time to... Look out. Look at this. You got 2 snails. 2 donuts. I can remember how to... Oh, someone's not gritting. Well, they're going all the way, eh? And go. Cold ice.
To the right. Stay on the right. Clear. Car on your left. Keep to the right. Still there. Clear on the left.
Fuck's sake. dick. Cold tyres.
You're in fourth position.
Don't get up to me.
Left side. Keep to the right. The next car's the leader. Keep to the right. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear. Go on your left. Clear on the left. Go on your left. Keep to the right. Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the left.
Ah, fuck.
Clear on the left.
Well, I'm not sure I got away with it. Correct. The theory was we were going to take the front two out.
You're back in fourth position.
Did you just slap yourself with a cold, wet trout? I heard a big slap. Yeah, I did see that. What was it, quick repair or fuel? Send it, Sam, send it.
What flag did John?
There you are. Who did you drop? What'd you pass? Oh. So we've got these guys up ahead where holding each other up. Yeah. But we could have been mixing it up there.
Alright, let's check a flag. Good job. Very good job.
Checkered flag. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I mean, I was planning, to put pressure on you to force you into an error, but I nothing, not like that. Yep. Yeah, I was in the same boat. Oh. Oh, for sure, it would have been a battle with everybody. It just would have been who got it timed right.
Pit boxing, 10. Five.
Did finish with a couple litres left over. But I could have very well been using less fuel with a damaged car. Well, not fast. You can feel it though. Oh, he went inside me.
Make any adjustments at that point because you're already right on the edge.
Yeah, all you decide is which end of the car. If you hit more brake,
Yeah.
then it's the rear, and otherwise, what we did is just go front in.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like if I'd ignored you completely and tried to keep taking the normal line, I still would have hit the front of your car.
How on earth did Warwick get away with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Honestly,
just not as
unlucky
much.
sandwich. The unlucky meat in the sandwich got the worst damage of it.
I must have took it on the nose though, as opposed to hitting a.
I think when the contact's so big like that, racing just doesn't know how to handle it. Like I don't know what they've done because the way the cars basically just go through each other
Yeah.
and generate some random damage. Like how can you calculate the appropriate damage for you driving through the rear of my car? So it just decided that my rear end broke and
Yeah,
yeah, it must have hit your nose or something.
part of the net code, I guess. It's like, well, how much of that is just the system catching up with positions, and how much of that is actual collision? Oh, err on the side of caution. Yeah, this will do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my inputs. It doesn't look different.
You look very deep to me. Like you look like you went way deeper than I would go. But that could be just
Lag
the
as well.
spectator.
Yeah, I'm going to compare with maybe my fastest lap, I guess. Oh, that's a bad one. I was actually overtaking someone. Let me do the next test lap.
Yeah, I think I brake a little bit early. Not much though. It really doesn't look like the speed you're carrying doesn't look too unusual. Just, I mean, it could be a small thing. It could be like 35% brake instead of 30% brake or something. It's a pretty knife edge kind of corner. Or a downshift. It's just because it's clearly that like, as you're transferring the weight, turning into the corner, the rear just came around, which
Yeah.
this car likes to do.
Yeah, okay, it was 10 k's faster. That's the difference.
There you go. It doesn't take much. It's like just going a car length deeper or something, and that'll be it.
In this case, I'm thinking I actually braked at my normal marker, but either I want to say maybe I braked not as hard. Yeah, I left off the... So my normal thing is I brake in there, I lift off the brake, but I don't let go, but this time I actually let go completely. Okay.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yep.
I don't know. Lifting off the brake tends to reduce the rotation a little bit.
Yeah,
Depends.
it does, but when you take it all off together, the car inertia takes over.
Yeah, it depends sort of on the
Depends
phase
on-
of the corner. But yeah, like if you're, I think like where he was halfway through turning in, you dump the brake, the weight all like shifts to the back, and I think that's what brings the rear around. But it's pretty normal, right? Lift off. I guess no, that's normally lift off like oversteer on throttle. Where you're on throttle, you lift off.
That's what I was using to get through some of the corners, though. You
Yeah, actually, now you think about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's a little strange. I mean,
Oh.
in general, though, suddenly lifting off any pedal is gonna unbalance the car
Yeah,
in
for
some
sure.
way.
But I'll definitely take survival over what fight could or could have been.
Yeah, I think if that didn't happen, we probably would have been Oh, I guess it depends how we drove it. If we worked together, maybe we could have like clawed back on the front guys. But in all likelihood, we would have taken a bit of time out of each other and ended up just fighting between ourselves for P3.
Yeah, I noted that. I was sort of just about to sit behind you for a little while and give you the go.
Yeah,
We
I
were
sort of waited
tripping each
behind
other
you
up.
for a bit. Yeah. I was.
Yeah.
Before the chicane, yeah.
Good guy. Who is he?
Dario.
Dario. Oh, wow. Yeah, these guys just side by side through these corners. Oof. Oh, very nice. Who ended up winning? Dario won in the end
Dario.
anyway.
Yeah.
Rip Sam.
Hey, just.
Oh, well.
Yeah. First world problems of being 7-8K.
Anything else isn't really acceptable for them.
No.
And it's kind of like Sam getting one I rating for not beating him is kind of like, yeah, you should stay where you are because you didn't beat the only other guy on track that you could beat and justify an iRacing increase.
Sam got 52-1-4-3. Oh, actually, Gregory. Oh, he got a 53-1. So
I did a 52-1.
Oh, you did too. Look at that. Not quite as fast as Sam, but just
Close. I was
yeah.
really gunning for that.
And Warwick, seeing as you had a 52-6 and I had
With
a
damage.
52-6,
With
I
damage.
definitely, I would definitely say you had damage because I know you're faster than me. Despite what qualifying said.
See, that's where my problems began, qualifying. If I was in
That's exactly right. One mistake in quali, yeah. Ah! Oh, oops, sorry.
Stream.
yeah, we pay attention, Sam.
We do. So who was in the Ovaltine car? 'Cause I don't think Trading Paint's
Yeah,
loaded
that was
to me.
Dario. Yep.
It's not loaded on mine though. Oh yes, yes it is. Sorry.
He's got Overmaltine, which is the European branded version.
Oh, do. It looks very stock.
It does.
Can we rubbish them?
I wouldn't have noticed.
Can we rubbish them, Sam? Low effort? No.
Oh, 61 I rating.
So when he made those manly noises, that's when he was being pitched around. So,
I expected that was some contact. That helmet though. Me6 helmet.
Oh, yeah. I
Yes.
saw that the other day in the SNL stream. I had to laugh. It actually looks really good.
It's great in an open cockpit.
Yeah, no, it just you look in the mirror and it'll distract you a little. So what was it? Is it with milk drinks? Because there was the The Milo. Who's Team Milo? Was that
Yeah.
what SNL was, or the battle of
So okay, so there was a long-standing thing. So Milo was long-standing before I even got there, and then when I started doing Skippy racing, I thought, well, what the hell? I'll go Ovaltine. There was actually another one that came up, which was the Nesquik team. That was Mark Jeffrey and was it Les Peck back then? I can't remember if
Oh, that's
Les
a
was
familiar
in.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But long story short, the rivalry became between Milo and Ovaltine for a long, long time, and that's when I started building up the team a bit. And then I decided that, getting cancelled out of all the broadcast races that were non-SNL / back then it was Monday Night Lights. Getting cancelled out of all the race spot stuff, I thought, well, what the hell? I will go for something non-branded.
so it was all about non-approved branding.
Yeah, because with race spot, if you submit your livery, you have to make sure that it's not branded.
Or you got
like
permission to use it.
Yeah, you got rights, commercial rights usage.
I've had permission to use mine.
Yeah, that's all. I think that's all they ever needed was you had to have
Yep.
written permission to use the branding that you've got.
Yeah, the charities are quite good though. They're like, yeah, hell yeah, more the merrier. Knock yourself out, go,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, as long as you're not doing anything bad, I guess.
Yes, yeah, not bringing the brand into the gutter or anything like that. They're
Yeah,
pretty
and like,
chuffed.
if you just like, I drive cars in a racing game, can I put your brand on it? They're like, we don't care.
We went in with look, we're a donor family. We just want to do our thing to raise awareness. Not go for it. Go for gold.
Cool. But I imagine some sports brands and stuff might have a little bit more reservation about
for sure.
just the image.
For sure.
Yeah. So if you ever see the name Russell Clark, he's the head Milo guy.
G'day. Anyone? No? Sean's too young. I'm looking at you.
No,
What?
have you seen the outtakes from Peter Russell Clark?
God, I have to go way back now.
Oh, he's filthy.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
They're on YouTube if you ever want to have a look.
It's a great piece of Australian TV history.
Where's the cheese?
Yeah, where's the cheese? Didn't you used to have the little 30-second recipe thing? Was that his commercials in the end? They used to do
Yep.
for cheese. He's like the cheese equivalent of what's the lamb dude? Sam.
Catagazinas.
Who does the lamb?
That's the iRacing guy.
The
I can't remember.
No idea.
Oh, yes, I do know.
Kekovich, isn't it? Sam Kekovich?
Sam Kekovich, yeah. Yeah, the AFL guy. Which is why Sean probably doesn't know him.
Sean doesn't know anyone.
Mind you, it might be too old for Sean as well.
Yeah, everything is though. When you be old enough to go for your L's.
No, don't you know, kids these days don't even want to drive.
No, they don't. Well, my kids do, but a lot of them don't.
You live rural.
Rural-ish.
Like, yeah, in Cairns when I got to the end of high school, like literally everyone went for their license immediately. But I know I have since like met people in Brisbane where they're like, oh yeah, I didn't get my license till like way later. You know, no
Yeah.
use. They couldn't nowhere to have a car, nowhere to, like no use for a car.
Yeah, if you live in the city, there's no point, right? But yeah, the problem is when you're in suburbia and there's no infrastructure.
Yeah. And it depends, like when you
Or
you finish
shit.
high school, you go to uni, you're in the city. There's not really, you just catch public transport to uni. So like, what's the point? But then
you
you,
have to get there though too.
yeah, it's easy if you live in the city,
Yeah.
depending exactly where. But as soon as you want to do other stuff, even in a city, the public transport's so shit that you need a car.
Well, I did all the buses and trains and shit at school, and it was horrible. Pissing down with rain.
When I first moved down to Melbourne, I had a car, but 2 weeks after I moved down to Melbourne, I got rear-ended by a courier truck, rode off the car, and I only had third party because,
Yeah, but
when
it sounds like
when
he
you're
would have been
struggling,
fault, right?
Yeah, but he was driving while disqualified because of previous drunk driving charge.
Oh.
Joy.
And so the cops went after him for that and never saw a dime from it. I shouldn't say that. I got $500 for the plates.
You get $100 for scrap metal, surely.
When I actually had a car written off by somebody else driving who didn't have insurance, but my third party property had like a extra thing for that case, which I had no idea about until I called them, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's like it was only up to a maximum of like $3,000, but my car was only worth about $3,000, so it kind of worked out."
Really well, yeah.
It was, yeah, and that was basically you're insured in the case that you are not at fault and the other driver doesn't have insurance. Okay, cool.
It's handy.
That was actually really convenient for me as well because I was just thinking about getting rid of that car.
Yeah,
So I didn't have to sell it.
Mine wasn't very convenient at all.
No.
Hey, I'm 127th in the season standings with 265 championship points.
I wouldn't have thought we got much today in the way of points.
Oh, you got 100.
Oh,
And you're 29th with 397.
Just watch the spin.
Oh, Sam spin.
Yeah.
Quite cool how he recovered that.
Yeah, it's a shame they didn't take longer for that. Did the Lewis, let him by, and then you're gonna get it back in the draft? No.
Apparently they're mates, Sam was saying in Discord.
Ah, okay. Doesn't mean we can't hang shit on him. That's what mates are for, right?
Just trying to find Sean in this listing, but I think
I'm
you
way at the
missed a
back.
week, didn't you?
In the standings, yeah, I missed a week. So it won't be until drop rounds come into it that I get my real position.
Sam's telling me the final lap is where we need to watch.
I'm already out.
I don't even know what lap we're on.
Well, if you're there, that is only lap 7.
Oh,
I remember that spin.
Alrighty then. Stand by.
Sam,
In the championship on me.
And that's after his big
That's leverage.
4K win and everything. How'd you?
it's because I didn't done one. I didn't do last week, and I essentially didn't do this week.
What do you mean you didn't do this week?
I
Did you
I
do the
didn't
first
score
week?
many points.
Did you
No, I
see the
didn't
first
do the
week?
first
out?
week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, that
Yeah,
case,
Sam
fuck,
is.
well done.
So, Sam's actually ahead of Dario as well. So
My only question is, Sam, why aren't you P1?
what's he missing? He is missing. Oh, that's
Like 100 points.
Jesus Christ.
And I've never even seen that guy that's P1.
Yeah,
That's a name I've never seen.
I'm tipping he's probably doing the other soft, and he
Yeah.
only runs in his time zone, Iberia.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's just running in the European stuff.
And probably, yeah, just a
Let
soft
me have
race.
a look.
2A the whole way around the second half of the lap. 2/3.
Just having a look at what he. Oh my god! I'm just having a look at his results, and what he does, he just does the fixed, and then he does the soft race by the looks of it.
Wow. But, different tracks though.
Yeah, the fixed is like different tracks. It's
Ooh,
not even
around the outside.
practicing.
Can't do that. Around the outside. How do you do around the outside there? It's a slower
Which
line.
corner?
The fast sweeping left-hander in the second half of the track.
After the hairpin.
Yeah.
Oh, I reckon Yeah, I reckon you could sort of just
Oh,
you could hang on to their rear wheel, and then once you get to that next right-hander, you're sort of just there to harass,
and
get a wheel in.
it's too wide from the hairpin to the chicane, to the exit of the chicane.
I was watching Twitch, no, iRacing, one of those iRacing crash compilations, and there was two really good Spanish Iberian GT3 drivers or Porsche Cup drivers, and they were literally side by side for 2 laps around Interlagos for the final. I think it was for the final 2 laps or something. It was insane.
So that's always satisfying.
To me, that says whoever is on the inside on some corner is not sending it hard enough.
Yeah, but it's not always about sending it too. So I think one of the corners with Dennis, it was like, oh, he might be doing the up and under. What I really need to do is slow up in the middle of the corner so he doesn't up and under me. And every time I do that, of course, that's when he's going
hangs around the outside.
around the outside, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's what I did today, and Dennis was like, oh, I can sniff something around the outside. Because it's quite common to do that, is to outbrake yourself every time, and they just up the inside. So
I think that's the two different approaches though, because one approach to taking that inside line is to go deep, knowing that you're just going to sort of run out to the track exit, and you're essentially just going to try to beat them through the corner. And ideally, if you carry enough speed, even if they try go up and under, they won't be alongside. But it's also it's hard when you don't know the people you're racing with, that I know you're familiar with. But yeah, I think when you know the kind of people, like some people you know are gonna hold a tight line, so you know that you should go for around the outside, and other people you know will do the other move, and you can try and up and under. And
but I know you've liked the
Look out for the pit
outside
speed limit.
here,
Yes.
and
Look out
potentially
for the pit
outside.
speed
So
limit. Activate limiter.
I've noticed that. I've put that away in the memory bank. And it does work. I've watched you do it or try to do it, and then I've gone, oh, I'm going to have a
Box
go.
in 5,
And then it's something that
4.
you can definitely do.
3, 2.
What is wrong with the British tracks where
1.
all their tracks
Box
are
now.
running the same logo?
Oh,
they must all be owned by the same company.
yeah.
Because I saw that before, and I was like, I feel like I've seen them all individually, and I've never realised they were all the same.
I've never realised
Yeah, I
that
didn't
either.
know
I've
that.
never put them out. Even though, Donington's got a white font, and the rest are black.
Yeah, Donington decided to be special.
Yeah.
They must be owned by the same company or something. Must be something.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Thanks,
Yeah,
Sam,
so
for watching.
Snetterton's going to be good next week. A lot of
Yeah, that
people
should be a
hate
good track in this
Snetterton,
car.
but I do like Snetterton.
Whoa, is that the one with
Oh.
the that is Snetterton's the one with the tyre bundles, right?
Tire
Nope.
bundles.
No, that's
Oh,
Park,
that's Alton
that's
Park.
Park, Snetterton.
Snetterton's got the what's
The
it,
really-
the bum hole at the end of the track. The
Yeah.
bum hole.
it's got that chicane and then a really long right hand into a tight left hand to finish the lap. But that right hand tightens.
What? Oh, Snetterton. Oh,
Yeah.
that thing with the never-ending right-hander before the pit straight.
Yes, that's what it is. It's just
Why didn't you just say so?
yeah.
Fucking hell.
I think